It is my first time recording on YouTube. I have a few videos on my Facebook that I've done. I'm going to do, I guess it'd be a smoky green, aqua green. So I'm going to start off by using CoverGirl Classic Ivory 110, like this, on my Posh brush. Hold it up. I'll put it in a minute. I don't know how much time we have. So. And there's not really a technique to putting on foundation. I mean, just as long as you don't get like streaks from the brush. I normally don't use a brush either. I use my fingers. And I'm not too worried about blending it in right now. I'm just trying to get it all over the face before I start working it into the skin. Make sure you go below the jawline, so if you don't, you'll end up with a line. But if you're good at putting foundation on, you won't have a line, because you'll have the right color, or you just know how to blend it in better. Once I get this out, I'll give you some body pins. Okay, now my back is done. So, everything's really going to fall out. Oh, it should be right there on top of it. I'm sorry, I'm not that prepared today. It's just an off chance I'm doing makeup. Twist. This is too cool. Oh, this is not. Next, you're gonna use powder. My powder is like almost gone, so I have to like scrape it off the sides, and I just use a powder blush. This is by Cosmetics. The handle broke, but I actually got this from Marinello. And I'll go in there. And this is just to get rid of the shine from the foundation. Okay, next I'm going to be using MAC. Oh my god, Primer. It's a nude color, and it's just, you just need a tiny bit. This thing right here will last you forever, so they say. Just a tiny bit. There you go. Just a tiny bit. Like less than a pea size. And you just work it onto the eye. Make sure you cover the whole area where you're going to be putting eyeshadow. And do the same with the other eye. You nervous about being on YouTube? What? Where's the phone? I'm not sure. It's probably in the kitchen. Okay, now I'm gonna start with this. Okay, I'm gonna use this. It's called does not say. Anyways, I think it's like an aqua green, like CoverGirl, super shimmery. Have it located in the camera. Really pretty. I got it a while ago. Haven't used it, well, in a while. With this, I'm using another Posh brush. This side is for the lid. This side is for the corners of your eye and your brow line. With this, I'm gonna just pat it on, tap the excess off, and work it into the eyelid. You don't really want to get into the corner because you're gonna put your highlight there. So you just work it outwards. And don't get too much past the crease because you're going to be putting a different color there too. And once you put powder on primer, it's hard to keep the other colors down. My mother-in-law has a loud mouth. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we sure can. Okay, so that's what the first color looks like on the eyelid. Whoa! So you see I didn't go into the corners. That's going to be left for the highlight. And I didn't go too much past the crease because that's going to be a different color. To clean my brushes off, I just use a rag and like scrub it like that. Get all the color out. And then occasionally I'll just clean it. I use Windex to clean my brushes. That way works. I don't care if that's the wrong way, I don't care. That's how I do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, so. Okay, next I'm going to be using, this is Indigo Impact 450 CoverGirl. It's another shimmery. This is a blue indigo, obviously. It's also shimmery. And I'm going to be using my crease brush, another Posh. This side is for the crease, this side is for the corners of your crease, I should say. Anyways, just work the blue into the side for the crease. And usually, like if you have this one in particular is hard to get off and onto the brush, so I usually work it harder than the other ones. You just work and you start from the outside and you go in. That way you don't end up with like super blue corners, and like if you like slip, it'll like go all over. So you gotta be extra careful. And again, don't go too close to the corner. And you kind of want to blend it upwards, not too close to the brow line, because you'll be having the highlighter up there too. And if you want to make sure you have enough on your brush, because that way you won't have to go in and dab your brush in it again. You know, you have enough to work it all the way to where it needs to be and outwards. You don't want it to be too dark unless you like really, if you like it, if your makeup's super dark, you can, but with these colors, you don't really want them too dark. And then try to make sure you blend it into the green a little. So far, that's what it looks like. Now to acquire the smoky look, I'm going to be using the blackest black on my palette. That is this one right here, super black. And with this, I'm going to use the corner brush. And you got to be super careful with this because this has a lot of pigment in it. You only want to tap it like maybe 4 times. You might not even want to do it that much because it's so dark. And it spreads super easy too. And this, with the black, I'm just going into the corner, tapping it, and then spreading it outwards. You don't want to like go like this. You want to tap it on the outwards and then spread it. That way you don't cover up all the colors. Okay. Now, oh crap, I need to get back in here. So if you're not happy with like the edges right here, you just take a sponge. This is what I use, and you just